Break Dancing Dog by Sophia Palahiki. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jonathan who had a toy poodle named Cookie. Every day, Jonathan would watch YouTube videos of break dancers with Cookie, and then he would go down to the basement of his house to practice break dancing moves. Cookie would sit and watch as Jonathan practiced for hours. One day, Jonathan was downstairs in his basement practicing his dance moves, and Cookie was watching as usual, when they both heard a strange noise coming from the storage room. Jonathan looked at Cookie and said, "Did you hear that noise?" Cookie tilted his head to one side and then began to yelp. The noise kept getting louder, so Jonathan and Cookie decided to go see what it was. Jonathan opened the door to the storage room, and Cookie ran in to check it out. Suddenly, there was a bright flash of light, and Cookie quickly ran out of the room. The noise then stopped. "Jonathan, it's time for supper," his mother called. "Coming," Jonathan replied as he ran up the stairs. Cookie didn't follow. "Cookie, come on up too," shouted Jonathan. But Cookie did not want to come upstairs. He sat down on the basement floor and was oddly very quiet. Jonathan and his family sat down to eat dinner while Cookie remained in the basement. As they were eating, they could hear the sounds of something moving around in the basement. They were not alarmed because they figured Cookie was down there running around. After dinner, Jonathan returned to the basement and was astounded by what he saw. Cookie was breakdancing. "Mom! Dad! Victoria! Come quick! You have to see this!" Jonathan exclaimed. Jonathan's parents and his big sister came running down the basement stairs. They too were astounded as they watched Cookie breakdancing. "How is this possible?" Jonathan's mother asked. "Yeah, how did you make him do that?" Victoria interjected. Jonathan then remembered the bright flash of light that had frightened Cookie out of the storage room. Maybe it's magic, because there was a bright light in the storage room, and Cookie was in there when it happened, replied Jonathan. They all stood there amazed and watched as the little poodle stood on his head and then maneuvered into other breakdancing positions. "Quick, someone, go get the video camera," said Jonathan's dad. Victoria quickly ran upstairs to grab it. "Here it is, Dad." Victoria passed the camera to her dad. Cookie continued to dance, and Jonathan joined him. The two were a dynamic duo, the break-dancing kings. "Oh no, the battery is dead," Jonathan's father exclaimed. "The camera doesn't work," he continued. "Maybe we can take some still pictures with my camera," said Victoria. She then ran up to her bedroom to grab her old digital camera. When she returned to the basement, Cookie and Jonathan were both doing headstands with legs in a full straddle position. "Wow," Victoria said, totally amazed. She then got her camera ready, set the flash, and when she snapped the picture, the bright light startled Cookie, and he ran upstairs. "Wait, Cookie, come back," called Jonathan. Cookie ran to Jonathan's room and hid under the bed. "Cookie, come back," they all called as they followed him to Jonathan's room. I think the flash might have scared him, Jonathan's mother said in a concerned tone. Yeah, it must have been too bright, Victoria retorted. They all tried to coax Cookie from under the bed. Finally, Cookie came out, and Jonathan picked him up. Let's take him back down to the basement and see if he will dance some more, Jonathan said as he began to walk toward the basement stairs. Jonathan carried Cookie downstairs, and his family followed. Cookie, let's dance, Jonathan invited. He then began to do some breakdance steps, but Cookie just sat and watched. Why isn't he dancing? Jonathan asked. No one answered. Perhaps the flash of light broke the spell, Jonathan said, feeling very disappointed. It would have been so cool if Cookie could still break dance, Jonathan continued. Well, at least we will have a picture of him standing on his head with his legs in a straddle position, Victoria said. Oh, yes! I can't wait to show my friends that picture, Jonathan exclaimed with excitement in his voice. The next day at school, Jonathan showed all his friends the picture of his break-dancing dog, and everyone was amazed.